Rotation injury occurs as the surfer heads down towards the ocean bottom. The wave is actually twisting his body, but his head hits the sand and is held immobile. So it can't move. His body continues to move, and he's twisted all around so that the bones in his neck feel that stress. They break and crack, and then his spinal cord can be torn. We're going to demonstrate the flexion injury, and basically what happens is, again, the head hits the sand and is forced down. Now, James is looking about at his belly button, but if you can imagine him going even further and actually looking back at his back, and with his neck sort of in a curve here. And again, those little bones break with all that force, and the spinal cord is torn. This is a really common injury. Again, imagine that James is coming off a wave and he's heading straight down towards the ocean bottom, and he lands right here with a force going about 25 miles an hour with a force of 180 pounds, pile driving his head into his body, and all those little bones just rupture and collapse and compress. And as they become compressed, they go out to the side, and it's that sideways force that impacts the spinal cord and again tears it. This is the most common cervical injury, and what happens is the surfer again is upside down into the ocean bottom, but his head is in this direction, and he actually strikes his forehead. So when they come into the emergency department, we see a big abrasion there, and the head just keeps being forced back. The body actually comes up this way, and again, the bones break and snap, and the spinal cord is disrupted. The long-term effects of spinal cord injury are best illustrated by looking again at the skeleton. All of the messages to your muscles are coming from your brain, and they're transmitted through the spinal cord, which runs through the middle of the cervical vertebrae. As it's broken, the spinal cord is torn, and essentially it's like a telephone cord. Once torn, the messages are not going to get through to the rest of the body. So your brain can't tell your arm to move.